welcome back to my channel for another grocery haul video. Today I have a small HEB order that I picked up, and then I also picked up my monthly AZURE Standard haul, and I will talk about that more when we get to it. But for HEB, we just grabbed a few things. I actually ran out of cheese from my AZURE order, and so my whole HEB order was because I needed yogurt, buttermilk, and cheese, but it ended up I just didn't get to the store in time. And so I'm gonna make, my kids requested beef and cheese enchiladas, so I got some just regular old grocery store Colby and Monterey Jack. We normally eat raw cheese, but it is what it is. So we got this to make some enchiladas. We got 2 of our whole milk Greek yogurts. We got buttermilk. I cook a lot with buttermilk because I love using it for my whole grains. I find that soaking my whole grains, fresh milled grains, flour like my soft white and hard red wheat berries, when I make muffins or breads with buttermilk pancakes, that's kind of a thing. The buttermilk really helps to tenderize the end product, and so I like having buttermilk on hand. And I believe I can get buttermilk from AZURE Standard, but it is very expensive, and the amount we go through, we just can't do that. So that doesn't fit into our budget, so I buy whole milk buttermilk from HEB. And Costco, I can't get it at Costco either, but this is just cultured buttermilk, so it's whole fat, which we prefer for our dairy products. We grabbed some eggs. One of my children asked for a cantaloupe, so I thought I added a regular cantaloupe to my HEB order, but I got this, the tag fell off, but some sort of a sweet melon. It's some sort of a melon, and that will suffice. They will be just as happy. We got some blueberries. We got some bananas. These will only last us a few days. We got some grape juice, and we got some broccoli. We're running low on fresh produce and veggies for dinner. So until I can get to Costco, I got some fresh broccoli to have. And then grape juice, we like to always have this on hand. I always want to share this tip because so many people have never heard of it. But we just buy regular old 100% grape juice. You don't have to get organic. But if you have a tummy bug or food poisoning or anything like that, any sort of tummy upset, if you drink grape juice, it will help flush out whatever bacteria, toxin, virus is in your gut, and you either won't get sick or you won't get as sick as everyone else who didn't have it. So if someone starts out with a tummy bug, everybody gets a cup of grape juice and coconut water. I mix it, and those people either, like I said, don't get sick or don't get as sick. And it works. We've been doing this for years, and I came about it by accident because I make an electrolyte drink with coconut water and grape juice. But it's those that had the grape juice, I would just start giving it to everyone, and those who had the grape juice didn't get as much of an upset tummy. And I mentioned it to a friend, and she's like, oh yeah, I've heard of that grape juice for tummy bugs. And I was like, wait, what? And so anyways, I looked into it, and apparently it's a thing. It works. So many moms that I've talked to do this as well. So keep this in your pantry. It's not gonna go bad before you need it, and it's $2-3. If you buy the non-organic, it's probably less than $2. And keep this in your pantry. It's shelf stable, and it will save you. And even if you haven't used it, thank goodness you don't have a tummy bug or food poisoning, then you can just drink it up with some coconut water and check out my video for homemade electrolyte drink. And that makes a great hydrating and adrenal balancing hydration drink. So anyways, let's get on to the AZURE Standard order. Hey guys, and I forgot something on my HEB order. I just grabbed 2 packs of breakfast sausage, and then I got this 2 big packs of these pork ribeye chops because we are going on vacation soon, and we are going to be grilling pork chops. So I am going to pre-marinate, or actually I will just dry season these, put them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. And then that way, whenever we get to our destination, we will take them out from the freezer and put them in the refrigerator and grill them up for dinner. All right, so for what we got for AZURE Standard this month, you guys know we're a huge fan. We love this raw cheddar, and we usually get 1 block a month, but the last few months we're getting really closely run out, like a few days, sometimes even a week before. So I went ahead and got 2 this month. I got some Monterey Jack. This is organic Monterey Jack cheese, and I'm excited to try this. we do eat a lot of cheese in our family, and especially now that I'm not so much dairy free because my littlest guy is over a year now, so we have cheese for snacks with our meals. We really like the high quality dairy and what it provides as far as nutrition for our family. So definitely not cheap, but something that we feel is worth spending. We got our big bag of organic onions. This will last several months. We just keep it in the fridge. I will say that because it comes on a refrigerated truck, do not leave it out, because then you will get condensation and they will mold quickly. I left a bag out just in the pantry because I normally keep my dried onions in the pantry on the floor, even our own homegrown onions. But because of the temperature difference, and it's so hot where we live and humid, I find that these do store better in the refrigerator, but they last for months in the refrigerator. So this will last us about 2 months. We got some poultry seasoning. It's not soup season, but I was running low, so I just wanted to stock up. I got some French breakfast radish seeds. One of my, are you thirsty? Okay. So one of my children in particular really loves radishes, and then I have a couple others who will eat them, but we just got some radishes. It's a little late in the season, but they will still come up. 150 seeds, so I'll probably let him plant these because he has his own garden and he loves radishes. And so they're a great source of vitamin C, and they are also ready they're super quick, 28 days. Ooh, these say 25 days. So I've never purchased this brand before, but these are French breakfast radish. I don't know if you can see them, but they're like an oblong radish. It's 3 to 4 inches long for cool weather in this brand. So this does say cool weather, but we have grown them times in the summer or in the spring, early summer. So anyways, 25 days, there's 250 seeds. So I'll probably let him plant some and just see if they germinate. We got some thyme. I normally grow all of my own herbs, but I did grow and harvest some last year, but I lost some to a freeze, and I didn't plant new in the spring, so I'm having to buy some dried herbs. This is dried whole rosemary. And then basil. I'm not a huge fan of dried basil and parsley, but I do use it. I make a homemade Greek seasoning, which is what most of this will be used for. To make a homemade Greek seasoning, you guys know we love to grill, especially in the summer. We love grilled meats, so I will be making up a huge blend of Greek seasoning because I cannot find a high quality Greek seasoning without yucky ingredients. So I'm set out to make my own, and we use it on potatoes, vegetables, whatever, just to change up of the regular like barbecue type seasoning. We got a huge pack here of 12 a case of organic garbanzo beans or chickpeas, and these will be used to make hummus. These are such a good price and high quality because they're organic and not sprayed with things, and so we really like hummus as a healthy snack. We like to toast up stale bread or use pretzel chips, and some of my kids like it plain, some will put sweet peppers in it, but we just like having that as a high protein snack. All right, and you know, we got our favorite raw honey. I always keep this on hand. A whole gallon of this is like $35, so this is like an excellent price for raw honey. Now, it's not local. I used to only buy local honey, but with the amount that my family goes through, it's just not feasible. And I also bake with honey a lot, and my kids like it to dip their pancakes, and even some of my kids dip their chicken and meat in honey. So this is the next best thing, is the raw honey, and it is from the US and or some is sourced from Mexico. So anyways, we're happy with it. We love it. It's super high quality, and I'll continue to buy it forever. The thing I love about honey is it's like self-preserving, so it's never ever gonna go bad. All right, we love our organic coconut oil. This is expeller pressed. It does not taste like coconut, and it has a higher smoke point because of how it's processed. I like to have this on hand because coconut fats are good for you, coconut oils, but also because it makes a good, butter is very expensive, and so like for recipes for muffins, if you do half and half coconut oil and butter, you can cut down on your cost a little bit, especially if you bake in bulk like we do, or using, instead of butter on your pan before you cook pancakes or something, using coconut oil is a great cost-effective alternative. All right, and then I picked up my mom's order, and she only got 2 things because they were out of town. She'll actually be back in, I think, maybe tomorrow or the next day. So she just got some frozen cranberries. They make a shake every morning, and they put like 15 or 20 different vegetables and fruits and things in the shake. And so cranberries is one of them. And then also we're gonna make some cranberry juice, and I will do a video on that for you guys. It's the easiest thing ever. You water bath canned cranberries and water. You can add sugar if you want. And then she also got some cornstarch, which I assume is for summer canning projects. All right, and then I have purchased a couple live plants, but never herbs from AZURE Standard. So I got some herbs here, and I will show you how they come packaged in the box. This thyme looks so healthy. The oregano looks a little sad. It has some mold on it, but everything from AZURE Standard comes in a refrigerated truck. So I feel it does come like with a little cutout for the plants, and then it was packaged decently. I will say that some of this got crushed, so I need to go plant these. But like I said, the thyme looks excellent. The oregano looks a little sad, but I think probably it will be okay. So we are going to get these planted in the next couple days, and I will let you guys know how we like those. I plant the majority of my herbs. I've always had an herb garden for the past like 12 years. And I always plant them from seed, with the exception of rosemary, oregano, and thyme. They're a very slow growing herb, and I have just not had good success growing them from seed. So those are 3, and they're perennials. So typically I've had my plants for a long time. These plants, I'm replacing plants that died in a freeze. Those plants that died were, I think, probably 4 years old. And so they last, they're perennials. They're gonna come back every year, depending on your climate. We're in a zone 9A, 9B, just depends on where you look. So anyways, everything else, herbs-wise, I plant from seed, but I do like to buy these pre-started just because of how I haven't had success growing them, and they are a slower growing plant. So anyways, that's it for our AZURE Standard haul today. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments, and I would love to chat with you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can help me out to grow my channel, and like and share away so that everyone can come and join me in my kitchen. Thanks guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye y'all.